welcome to the Sassy She podcast. This is a podcast about knitting, spinning, wool dyeing and all other things crafty, sassy and woolly. My name is Saskia and I'm from the Netherlands, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Sassy Sheep NL, and where NL stands for the Netherlands, and that's where I live, like I just said. Welcome to the new episode. This is episode number 6, I believe. What did I want to say? I wanted to welcome new viewers. Welcome new viewers. Welcome to my podcast. If you want to check out my earlier podcasts, earlier episodes, please check them out and hit the subscribe button down below if you really like it. And returning viewers, welcome as well. Welcome back. I'm glad you're tuning in again. And the holidays. That's the thing I want to talk to you about the most, I guess, today. I have been on holiday, and I know I said in my last episode that I thought I would be able to host a podcast or a mini episode before I went on holiday, but I did not. I'm very sorry. It was just too hectic, too much things to do for the kids' schools, too much things to do for work, for other things, so we just never got around to it. And it has been kind of a craft-free holiday until now. Not to say that I did not knit at all, or that I did not post pictures on Instagram or anything like that, but it has been a lot less crafty things than normal. We just were too busy. We went to a campsite in the south of the Netherlands, and the campsite was near a big theme park called Efteling, and which is a great theme park. It has roller coasters and everything, but it does also have a huge fairy tale forest, and the whole park is really enchanting. So it's my favorite place in the world, except for home. And I guess that's because I have been there since I was a little girl, and I really, really wanted to podcast in the Efteling itself, to have an episode from the Efteling, but the weather wasn't that good, and to sit down with my knitting stuff was a bit tricky. It wasn't that we really had. It wasn't so that we really had terrible weather. We didn't. We kind of had good weather, but every day they predicted some rain, and because they predicted rain, I did not want to drag all my stuff there to record and then not be able to do it. I did that one day, but it just didn't work out. So I decided that too bad. I did post a lot of pictures of my holiday on Instagram, and a lot of pictures from the theme park and the fairy tale forest and all of the enchanting things there. So please check it out. Check my Instagram out if you're interested in that. And I did not even buy yarn. We didn't only go to the theme park. I'm sorry, I'm chatting all over the place today. A lot of tongue twisters today. And we did not only go to the theme park, we also went to some cities, and we went to Belgium. We ate some Flemish fries, Belgian fries, really good Belgian fries. But unfortunately, everywhere we went, there wasn't a decent yarn shop to find. Excuse me. And that was too bad, because I did find on internet, on a list from Puk Vossen, because she has a really good list. If you check her out on Ravelry, her Ravelry group, Puk Vossen, she has a list of Dutch wool shops. So if you are non-Dutchy and you want to go to Holland, the Netherlands of course, and you will want to buy yarn, her Ravelry group is the favorite place, the best place to go, because she has lots and lots of shops in her list and you can check it out, and that's great. And we went to a city, and it said that there should be a shop there, but it isn't anymore. It's closed. Fortunately, I did not go there. I checked it out first. I went to the website, and it said that they were closed. And it's too bad that local yarn shops close, because I really think a good, decent local yarn shop is hard to find and is precious, since you can find yarn there that you cannot find anywhere else but online. For instance, hedgehog fibers, and all sorts of yarn, of course, not only hedgehog fibers, but undercover otter, garn stories, ching fibers, all kinds of yarn, Madeline Tosh, of course, all types of yarn that you just cannot buy in a hobby shop or a normal craft shop. So that's really too bad that it was closed, that it had to close down the shop, that they had to close down the shop. So I don't know why. I don't know if it's because they ran out of money or anything like that, but I just find it well, I'm sorry that those shops have to close, or they just can't manage. And I really hope my favorite local yarn shop in Groningen, which is also the city I work, Juffrouw Lanterfant, I really hope she will be able to manage there, because she has a fabulous shop and all the yarns that she sells are just great. And I love feeling yarn, you know, just having it in my hands, compare the colors. And I have had the thing that I bought yarn online, and the colors should match according to the pictures, but they just didn't match, and I think that's too bad. I always want to see yarn, you know, and if you see yarn from a certain indie dyer and you see it a lot, you know what kind of colors they use, and you know the kind of ranges that they use, the color ranges, and you know what is and what isn't comparable, so then you can buy online. If you felt it, if you touched it, if you've seen it with your own eyes. For instance, there's this colorway named Monet by Hedgehog Fibers, which is fabulous. I love it. But it does have some unexpected colors, a coppery color in it. I can show you, because I do have a copy of that copy. I have a skein. This is the mohair from that colorway. I'm going to see if I have the normal two. I don't think this is it. No, it isn't. And I don't think this is Monet. Oh, it is Monet. Wow, very good. For instance, as you can see, I hope you can see it correctly. Oh, yes, you can. I have a new camera. I hope you see it. You can see it. I don't really have a new camera. Harry won Harry's my husband, for you guys who doesn't know. He won a prize in a contest, and he was gifted a GoPro camera. So that's great. And I'm just testing it out to see if it works, because it should have a better quality than my older camera. So anyway, the lens is a lot wider, so I really have to get used to that, and you can see me from there to there. So you can see that I'm sitting on a desk. Anyway, the Monet colorway. As you can see, this colorway has quite a bit of coppery colors in it, which if you look online in pictures, you don't see that, you know. You can't see that this coppery color is in it. You can see it a little bit, but it's difficult to match that with something else if you don't know that it's in there. So you could use this in a fade or mix it with a color that has this color in it, and you can only see that when you're holding it in your own hands. So go yarn shops. I always try to buy with a local yarn shop instead of a big website, since I think supporting the local yarn shops is a great idea. This is also the Monet colorway, which is the mohair, and I want to show you that mohair just picks up the colors really differently, and they do look really similar when you look at them online. At least the last time I looked it up, they looked more similar, but if you look at them together, they don't look similar at all. You know, they do use the same color, but mohair just really picks up color differently. And the copper bit here, you can see, I'm holding it in the light, that the copper bit is really enormously pronounced in this place here. So anyway, supporting local yarn shops is a great idea. And I really felt too bad that I couldn't go to that local yarn shop, that it was closed. So I did not buy yarn, but when I came home I was really happy because I was gifted a skein of yarn and some wool by my friend Monica Evans, who is Mary Clusters on Instagram and Ravelry. And I'm going to see if I'm able to get the fibre that she gifted me. Oh, that was her birthday card that I just I dropped. Isn't it cute? It has little cupcakes on it. I don't know if you can see it, but I guess you do. Here it is. I was gifted this fibre, which is a really pretty blue. Holding it a little bit like this so you can see it in the light. Because I'm sitting next to the window and the light is very brightly shining in here. As you can see, it's a really pretty color. It has dark blue bits, but also a bit grayish bits in it. I hope you're able. Yeah, you can see it. The grayer bits. And I think when I will spin it up, having spun quite some yarn lately, I think that if I spin it up, it will look even brighter. I don't think it will look really muted, since there are really big spots of really dark blue. Look at this bit. I love this bit. It's really dark and pretty. So I was gifted this. Thank you so much, Monica. You really shouldn't have done that. It's way too much, and it's a great present. Thank you. This is the fibre, but this wasn't the only thing that she gifted me. And with the next skein, I was so happy with it, and I will show you why. I have bought the Rainbows Without Rain colorway from my friend Caroline, which is Kalaline on Etsy, Ravelry and Instagram. I've shown you this yarn before, and I don't know if I did tell you. It's a rainbow with grey, and if you knit this up and you pull it, you really have this really lovely rainbow stripes in your sock, or I have seen it on a cowl, which was amazing, really looked great. And I really wanted to pair this up. I have two skeins, and it's a soft sock. I believe it's 100% merino, but I'm not sure. I think it is. I'm quite positive it is. I wanted to pair this up with another color and make a shawl out of it. I don't really know what kind of shawl, I don't know what kind of pattern I will use, but I really thought that it would be nice to do something different with it than a sock. I really wanted to see how I could knit it up and let that perfect, beautiful rainbow bit really shine out. But I did not know what kind of skein to mix it up with, and I never realized it. But what Monica said to me, grey is a really difficult color to match up with, and not the lighter greys, but this is really weird. I thought it was really difficult to find something that would match this. And then the same girl, Monica, she sent me for my birthday this beautiful skein of yarn, which is definitely 100% merino, because I do have the card right here, and it's from the neighbor state where she lives in the US. So for her, this is a local yarn. Original hand-painted yarn, and it's called Hanalei Bay. Hanalei Bay. Hanalei Bay. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. And look at that colorway. I've been rescaling it a couple of times, so it's kind of tangled. I'm sorry. I will just tear it up. No, I won't tear it. But I will loosen it, and you will be able to see how it really looks. It has a really gorgeous blue in it. I'm going to try to make you see how it looks. And purple and grey. And I saw this really dark grey, and I thought, wow, if this does not match Caroline's greys in her Rainbows Without Rain, I'm not sure what I'll do, but I think this must be the same color. And then I immediately went upstairs and grabbed the skeins, and I looked at the darkest bits of her Rainbows Without Rain, and it matches. It just matches beautifully. Look at this. Oh, it's getting a bit darker here now, so the light is a bit difficult. I hope you will be able to see it. Maybe it would help if I held it up here. You can see if I'm holding it up here, it looks like I'm holding the same skein. Hank, whatever you like. I'm not. It are two skeins. And the purple and the blue in the bar yarn is is a perfect match. I think it looks amazing together. Look at this purple. It's great. It looks great. So I finally found a match. And like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to make with it, but it really has a special place. I love these colors. They are perfect together. And Monica and Caroline, thank you both so much for the feel of color you both have. And, you know, great. And Caroline already knew that I would like this up front, I guess, because we're both really big rainbow fans. So I really had to buy it. I have had her Pink Fluffy Unicorn colorway, which is this perfect pink colorway. I have had that in my Etsy shopping cart for ages. I really should buy it. I love it so much. And it's also merino base, and I think I have some yarn to match that with. So, well, this is all the things that I've got these last month, since the last time I had a podcast. I think it's a month ago, 3.5, 4 weeks now. So that's the only thing that I bought or got. What I did do, I did dye up some yarn. And since I already spoke about the Pink Fluffy Unicorn colorway, I have been having the idea of making a squiggle wiggle what. What am I going to make a squiggle wiggle what? That's a pattern by Stephen West. Yes, I know. At the moment, I'm only making Stephen West patterns. Maybe because I really like the way that he explains things. It's really easy. And if there's a tricky bit, he will explain in the video, which is perfect. I'm going to see if I can find the pattern, because I do believe I have it here. Yes, I do. I'm going to see if I can show you a nice picture, because he did use some pictures in the pattern. Yes. It's a large rectangular scarf. And it looks like, oh, and it looks like this. It has these waves in it, as you can see here. It has these waves. And I'm going to show you a different picture that really zooms a bit into the picture. See? So I think that looks great. But it's made with neutrals. The pattern, the picture he made it with neutrals with colorful pops. And my idea was to make it with, and I've already seen it, other people knit it with, for instance, from a lighter neutral color to black gray-ish colors, or I've seen it made with a light color going to a bit of a darker color. But what I wanted to do was make that neutral base completely with pinks, because, you know, I wanted to try something else. I love pink, and I think one can never have too many pink skeins, but I rarely do. I rarely buy pink yarn, and I thought, well, let me just try to dye up pink yarn. I've been making a red skein for my mother, a really beautiful fire truck red, which has a bit more the inside of a grapefruit, or a blood orange is also reddish, and it really looks a bit like that. But I will see if I'm able to place a picture right here, I guess, of the skein that I dyed up for my mom. She's making a large cardigan, and it's looking great, and I hope I'll be able to place the Instagram picture that I took, because there I combined the bit that she made already. This was a test skein, and we will buy more yarn in this next week, so I can dye up 7 or 8 skeins for her for this really large cardigan. And it's really pretty. It's from a pattern that she had in a book, or a magazine that she bought, but I don't know what the name is, so I really should get that information so I can share it with you guys, because it's a beautiful pattern. And I don't know if it's on Ravelry, but if it is, well, maybe some of you guys would be able to make it. Well, I think you've already seen it on the bottom of the screen. This is the first thing I dyed up. It's a really, really bright pink color, but it is a bit semi-solid, and it's more bright in the picture now as it is. I don't know if that's going to show up on YouTube, but it's a bit more bright. It looks a bit more neon on my screen, but I hope you'll be able to see the subtleties in it, because it has a bit lighter, it has a bit darker bits, and that's what I did with the fire truck colorway for my mom, really red colorway, because she wanted a color that's a semi-solid, so it would stay interesting, and I think it worked out perfect. And I also dyed up this one for my Squiggle Wiggle, and in this picture it looks more red, but it really is magenta. If you hold this color next to the red I made for my mom, you will see that it really is a pink, and if you hold them together you're also able to see that they are close together. So I really want to fade from this magenta into the pink, and maybe a lighter pink, or maybe something in between. I'm not sure yet, but I will definitely have enough for a Squiggle Wiggle What. And my idea was to combine this either with bright neons, like for instance, like the hula hoop colorway from Hedgehog Fibers. I have some leftovers here. Maybe some bright yellow, or maybe the hula hoop colorway you can see here at the bottom, which is also really bright. Or maybe just go for this. I believe this is the Banana Legs colorway. No, it's not. This is the Banana Legs colorway by Hedgehog Fibers, and I think this is I forgot the name. It's not the Boombox. Wildcard. This is the Wildcard colorway, and that's really bright as well. So maybe I will do that, or when I'm not going for neons, I will go for neon speckled yarns, like the Boombox, because this is the Boombox colorway by Hedgehog Fibers, and these are merino nylon base, they're sock base, and as you can see, it's really bright and speckly, and I think that will look great together. See, it also has some pink in it, so I think that would look great as stripes in the Squiggle Wiggle Wop, instead of making really neutral scarf with some neons in it, because I really want to do something else with it. And I really want to make a scarf, because I don't really have that much scarves. I have shawls, or wraps, as you would like to call them, or sometimes I think my Mold Magic shawls look more like ponchos. I could wear them as ponchos, like my Find Your Fate. They are huge. So I think that's great. So I'm really making another scarf, like a project, because sometimes it's just an easy way to wear a shawl, easier than having a circular or half circular, now half circular, half moon-shaped shawl, which is more, or a triangle shawl, which is more difficult to wrap around, and I think this shawl would be great in winter, because under a big winter coat, a shawl isn't that handy to wear, and I think a scarf is. So I really want to make it, and I'm not sure when, because I'm still working on the Stripified. I've put that aside for now, and I left it downstairs, so I'm not being able to I'm not going to be able to show you. I didn't go further with that because, like I said in the last episode, I really want to finish my knit and slide first, because I'm attending the Fade Along, the Westness Fade Along Ravelry. So I really like that, and I'm working on that. But first I want to show you something that I also dyed up. More pink. Yeah, I'm really into pink these days. I had some cotton, wool cotton nylon mix lying around, and I really want to try it. As you guys may know, cotton doesn't take up acid dyes, so that will stay white, but you will have a color in the wool part and the nylon part of the threads in your skein, and I really like the way it turned out. These are perfect for socks, for instance, because they're really sturdy and they won't tear that fast. And it's a really nice soft pink, this one, as you can see when I hold it in the light. Really happy with the way that it looked, and you can see in this darker pink colorway, which almost goes to purple, I guess. It looks a bit, no, it doesn't look like the magenta. It looks a bit more like this one, I guess. Yeah, it does. But you can see that the white bits are more pronounced in here, and I think it looks lovely for a sock. And I think these two will be my first skeins that I will put up in an Etsy shop, in my Etsy shop, my Sassy Sheep Etsy shop. There's nothing in it now, but maybe I think these two will be the first I will sell there, to see if people like my yarns, because I will not use these. I have a lot of sock yarn, as you can see. Right up there, there's all my sock yarn. And there are some skeins, some balls of yarn behind it too. So I won't be coming to this yarn soon because I really have some colors that I really like up there. And at this moment I'm not knitting that much socks. So I will sell these. I'm not sure when or how yet, but I will soon. So dyed the pinks for my Squiggle Wiggle, and let me see, what did I want to say as well? I don't have any finished objects because I've been working on my knit and slideshow all during the holidays, and like every year I take projects with me on holiday, and we just have so much things to do every day, so I really have time to knit. And especially since the weather sometimes was a bit rainy. It wasn't cold and it didn't rain all day every day, but we did have quite some showers when we were there, and that means that you're just not able to knit as much as you would like, or you will do other things and go outside and have fun with the kids, and I think that's more important. But this week I'm home and don't have to go to work yet. Next Monday I will. Today is Thursday, the 10th of August, and I just have a couple of days of my holiday left, of my vacation. Really glad that I have been able to really relax these last couple of days. I really needed it, and I really feel like with the holidays and everything, I really taking it a pace slower really feels good. I did have a little accident on holiday. I broke my toe when we borrowed the camper van of my in-laws, and when I walked in the camper van to cook, I hit my second smallest toe on my left foot, and I heard it break. And that's really a strange sound because it really did not hurt that much. You know, when you hit a toe and it hurts a lot, it hurts so much. Well, that probably means that it's just bruised. Because when you break it, you hardly feel anything. It doesn't feel comfortable, but the thing was that with broken toes, doctors really don't do a lot of things. You don't get a cast or anything because, well, it's really just, they don't do a lot about it because 3 of the 5 toes you rarely use. But it was crooked. It stood in the opposite side. Well, if these are my toes, this one just stood like that. And the second to last, second to smallest toe. Well, that was really funny. It wasn't really funny, but it looks really funny. And I said to my husband, I'm very sorry, this happens to me again. So we had to go to the doctors while we were on holiday, and they took pictures, x-ray pictures of my foot, and they said, yes, it's broken, we have to bend it back, which was the most painful thing of the whole endeavor. And so I'm not really able to walk long distances at the moment, so I really have to keep my feet up, and actually that's a good thing for me. Having to really need to take it slow is a good thing, so I cannot do too much and be stressed out again. I always are, like I told you last episode, I always get really stressed just before the holidays, since we have so many things to do for the kids, for school, parent-teacher conferences, things to take care of before the end of the school year, maybe finish up things at work, thinking for the things you have to do before you go on vacation. And the fun thing was that this year we really had a relaxed kind of way of going away. You can notice that this was the 4th time that my husband and I, Harry and I, went on holiday with the camper van, because we were really, both of us knew what to do. how he did this, I did that. He would, we have this tent in front of the camper van that you can put around the front of the camper van. Well, not really the front, but the side, so you have a larger space to live in during those 2 weeks that you're away, or week, or however how long you go. And that little tent, he just normally does that, and I will do other things and clean up and get everything set up, and the chairs and the table, and it really worked perfectly. The kids just went out to go play at the playground with their little sister. Everything just really went really smooth and easy. It was a really easygoing holiday, and I'm really happy with that. We had a great time. And on the Monday before, friends of ours from the city that we live in came to the theme park too, and we had a great time with them. So all in all, it was a great holiday, and we were all able to relax and to really be able to take it easy and have a great time together. That's always a good thing. Blah blah blah, I keep on talking, sorry. I'm going to show you the last thing I'm going to show you today, and then this is the end of the podcast, I guess. I've already been talking for 37 minutes, so I think that's long enough. I've been working on my knit and slide shawl, and I will show it to you. I used only yarns that I dyed up myself, except for the mohair. I already had that. As you can see, I am fading from one color into the next, but I'm doing it really gradually, and the colors really have the same colors in it. What I will do is show you the colors that I've used. Oh, I forgot to get the purple. Yes, here it is. I started the shawl with this colorway, which is purple with pinks and a little bit of blue. I think you'll be able to see it. After that, I blended it into this greenish purple colorway with blues. This is a colorway that I dyed up. It's called, I didn't name it yet, but it's a mermaid color. Somebody in my Instagram asked me to dye up a mermaid colorway, and I did, and it's really nice. It's a bit messy in the middle. I really should get a new wool winder. And after that, I blended it into this pink, purple, blue, yellow colorway. It does have a little bit of green in it. I hope you'll be able to see it. I am glad the way this camera focused. And then it blends into this colorway, and after that it blends into the one that I'm currently working on, into this one, and that's the last color, the last. And as you can see, it blends really nicely. I think it does blend a bit too fast into this last color. As you can see, it's kind of abrupt. I could have done that more slowly, but I kind of miscalculated. I thought I had this part as well to blend into, but then you would never really see the last colorway really well. So I didn't want to do that. So it does blend a bit fast and abrupt, but I think when it's blocked, as you can see, I hope you can see it, I think when you stretch it out, you block it, it isn't that abrupt anymore, because it does have of the same colors in it. See? You can see it here. It blends a bit slower. So I really hope that's going to work. I just blended into the mohair, and I'm finished with the stripy bit, and now I'm working on the first bit of the shaping of the shawl that I'm making in the end. And in the end, this is going to look like this. All these edges, well, not these, but there's going to be a shape like this, so it will go. This is going to be the shape of the shawl. And now this is 550 plus stitches every row, as you can see. But when I made the shaping of the shawl in a couple of rows, I will have 1300 stitches on the needle. 1300! Oh my! I'm really curious to know how long I'm going to take over a row, but I don't. I believe there are 6 or 8 rows of 1300 stitches, and then a picot bind off, which is also very intense. It's not intense. It's something that takes longer. A picot edge takes a lot longer. I saw that with my smocked shawl. This took me forever until I got the really good idea from Tunity Teresa. Tunity on Instagram. Teresa is the name. To use a crochet needle to pull the loops through. That just changed everything. I got twice as fast, which wasn't extremely fast, but it was twice as fast. And I want your guys' help, and that's the last bit of the episode, I guess. Let me check. Yes, it is. I want to use in the last shapy bit of this shawl, I will show you the pattern. In this bit, this last bit, where the shapes are, there is in the edge, let me see here, in the edges is, like you can see over here, I guess, over there, you can see that there is a colored bit. Well, that's mohair, and this is a yellow mohair in the pattern, in the picture on the pattern. But I don't know what kind of mohair to use, because I do have quite some colors. And I have already thought that I wouldn't use, for instance, the lilac, because I don't think it looks great together. I don't think so. And I won't use this because it's too... I wanted to use something that's a bit more contrasty. And I think the yellow will... maybe it will look okay, but I think that will be a bit too blend in too much. And I really wanted to make, in the last edge of that shawl, I really wanted to look really pop out. So I've been thinking about the blue, but I don't think the blue really suits the entire shawl, the entirety of the shawl. And I would like to know what you guys think that I should use. I also have some red, but I think that's too much of a contrast since there is no red in the shawl. I do have this lovely coral. I think it really is a coral colorway, and I think it would look great. But I also have this nice green, and I rarely use green, and I have used lots of green in this shawl, so I think that's a good thing that because I do like greens. I should use more greens. So what do you guys think? The coral, the green, or maybe an orange, since there's also quite some orange in this bit. What do you guys think? Would that look great? I guess those are my favorites, but I also have really dark purple. Maybe that's too much, but there's also some purple in the bottom. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Or do you guys think don't use it at all? Just keep on going with the yarn you're currently using. I would love to know what you guys think. I'm also going to post this on Instagram and ask you guys what you think I should use. next to this, because it's going to go next to this colorway. I will hold it together. Oh, the green does look great, doesn't it? These are kind of my favorites. The purple over there. I don't know what you guys think. Please let me know. Like I said, I also have these lilac yellow, like muted pinky orange, salmon. I think this is salmon, and red and blue. These are not my these are not my favorites. But maybe you guys think it would look great. Please tell me why you guys think that would look great. Please leave me a message on the Ravelry group or in the subscription box. No. In the comments below here, to share with me what kind of mohair you would like me to use for my knit and slide shawl. And well, let's see what we will choose together. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. I really hope to record my next episode just in the next week or the week after that. And well, see you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.